In 4 classes today, Pam Stubbs took home 3 world championships at the 2018 Adequan Select World Championship Show. I'm Larry Jo Starkey with the American Quarter Horse Journal, your first stop for AQHA industry news, and I'm here today with Pam to talk about her 3 world championships. Wow, hunter hack, hunt seat, equitation over fences, and working hunter.
Right.
Yeah, and 2 different horses.
Yes, I have 2 different horses. I have Doyou Themagic, and his barn name is Jackson. And I purchased him from Hannah Bedwell at the World Show last year. Okay. Very lucky to have that horse. Then I have a horse that I had for 5 years now, and his name is Dickens, or a classic iron. And he's actually a horse I feel the most comfortable on because I've had him for a long time. And he was wonderful today. He came back and won the equitation for me, so it was great.
That is just awesome. Could you kind of walk me through your 3 winning rounds? Okay, so let's start with Working Hunter. That's on Do You Have the Magic?
Right. You know, he has been just super for me this year. I think I've won almost every amateur hunter class I've been in with him. And I won the NSBA about 10 days or 2 weeks ago. I won the Working Hunter there, which was a big deal for me because I had to show against the younger amateurs. It was just one group, and he was perfect. He's just a wonderful horse. He is a total showman in the ring. He knows his job. Doesn't really matter what happens in the practice area or the night before when you're schooling. You just know when he goes in there and he knows he's showing, he's braided up, he's going to be good. So he's a wonderful horse. Just found every distance. I could have galloped a little bit more to the last fence, but I wanted to be safe, not sorry. So I went for a little bit more conservative, but he jumps from the base so well. He's so powerful with his jump that it doesn't really matter. So he was wonderful.
Then you went right back in, turned around, went right back in, equitation over fences, and that was with a classic iron that you won.
Yeah, that's correct. So after I messed him up in my hunter round, I was determined, my God, I can't let him down. So I was really focused on trying to give him the best ride I could, and he was wonderful. Every turn came up just right. I didn't have to move up anywhere. I didn't really have to steady him. It was one of those rounds where you turn and the jump is just right there. You didn't really have to make too many adjustments. So he was great.
Right back in for hunter hack.
Yeah, so I had both entered in the hunter hack, and I didn't really decide to the last minute which one to take. And I just felt like the way things were going, evolving for the day, that Jackson probably was my better choice. So I decided to take him in there. So he was just as he always is. I mean, he walks in the ring, he says, I'm showing, I'm going to be perfect, Mom, don't worry. And he was perfect. I mean, the jumps just came up. Once you get him in front of your leg and you get a little pace, you just kind of sit there, and he just does it. He lands on his leads. He does beautiful lead changes. He halts well. He backs well. I mean, he does it all. He's a great horse.
He's had a lot of success in the past. I'm happy to see him doing so well with you.
Hannah was, I didn't know if I could meet Hannah's expectations because Hannah is such a good rider. And he'd only really had Hannah ride him. So we had our bumps and bruises, and when he first came, he's like, "Wait a minute, where's my mom? You are not riding like my mom. My mom rides perfect every time." I said, "You're mine now. We're gonna have to meld here together," and he has beautifully. You know, it took him not very long, a couple months, and he's like, "Okay, you're my mom. I'm staying. I'm not going back. I'm gonna be good for you." So he's a great horse.
Well, that is just awesome. What makes today's win special?
Well, I mean, the amount that I won, I had no expectations to win that much. I always try to win the Working Hunter because I come from a strong hunter background. I did the A circuit for years and had very nice hunters on the A circuit. So that's like my favorite class. Right. Equitation I've worked really hard at this year because I ride more huntery. I ride more round in the back and, you know, kind of like a hunter rider. So I've really been working very hard on that this summer. And I think that paid off in the equitation. I want to thank Gretchen Loft, too, my trainer in Arizona, and Megan Martin, who comes with me to these shows, because they both have helped me with my equitation tremendously this summer. Probably the biggest win for me was the equitation because I've never been able to achieve a high level in that. I've always been kind of second or third or fourth just because I don't have that that equitation form that they're looking for.
Very cool. Is there anyone you would like to thank? You've mentioned a couple of trainers.
Well, of course, Lainey DeBoer helps me at all the quarter horse shows. I wish she lived closer. She's in Minnesota. And then Megan Martin comes with me to all these competitions. Cindy Chavez for staying with my horses at home and taking care of those. And Gretchen Loff, who is my trainer at home, my USCF trainer.
Thank you so much, Pam. Sure. Yeah. 3 gold trophies, 1 silver trophy, 1 great day for Pam Stubbs.